Praise be to Jesus. A Brazilian mother is accusing Pope Francis of directly covering up the sex abuse of her son. A Brazilian mother is accusing Pope Francis of directly covering up the sex abuse of her son by a pedophile priest 16 years ago when the Pope, then known as Jorge Bergoglio, was the Archbishop of Buenos Aires. Beatriz Valera was employed in the diocesan school when the abuse of her son, Gabriel Farini, then 14, took place August 15, 2002, turning to Bishop Luis Stocker. Initially, he showed consternation, but as the time went by, he did not take any action, Valera said. Instead, she said, he tried to minimize the case, saying that I had to be merciful with persons who chose celibacy as a vocation because they have moments of weakness. Bergoglio was aware of this situation, the sex abuse of her son, because no one can be installed in the vicar's house without the authorization of the archbishop. This is Bergoglio's compromise. He speaks against cases of pedophilia in the church, but uses hypocrisy, lies, and complicity to cover them. Valera reportedly told the bishop that she wanted truth, justice, and the guarantee that such a thing would not happen to anyone else. She says the bishop then threatened to cut her employment. I work for a school in the diocese, she said, explaining her difficult situation. Next, she took her case to the church tribunal, whose president refused to accept the denunciation. 15 days later, she says, she was interviewed by 4 priests who submitted me to a humiliating interrogation with lascivious and tendacious questions as if I were the one who had introduced the abuse, when they knew for sure that the abuser had admitted the fact 96 hours after the episode before the bishop, who reprimanded him. The case has been reported in foreign media and in at least one instance pulled after publication. Journalist Attila Sinki Guatemares backs up Valera's story, charging a media cover-up is still underway, probably due to pressure from the Vatican. Well, there's quite a bit more to the article. Whether there's any legs to this story or not, I guess we'll see in the coming days. So the link's in the description box.